These ladies have dance moves, beauty, and an incredible sense of school spirit, and you can catch them at a variety of UTEP athletic events. They are none other than UTEP's very own Gold Diggers. When the Minor Sports Weekly team set out to learn more about these talented ladies, we soon realized that we knew very little about the Gold Digger program and the origin of this very unique name. To uncover some of the mysteries surrounding the Gold Diggers' history, we set off to talk to Claudia Rivers from UTEP's Special Collections.
The Special Collections Department, which is on the 6th floor of the library, is not the official archives of the university, but we act in many ways as the archives because we have documents relating to the history of UTEP. The flow sheet is what they call the yearbook, and the flow sheet has to do with some kind of engineering or mining engineering analysis, I think is how they got the name. I think it started in around 1920. And then it continued up until the early 1970s where they discontinued it.
Located in the UTEP Library, the Special Collections offers students an opportunity to get their hands on some very rare documents, maps, and even historical photography. The UTEP Gold Diggers organization was created in 1934 to help create an interest in campus activities among the student population. The ladies would dress in orange and white felt caps to sell basketball and football tickets to other students. Their involvement within athletics continued to increase, and by 1936, the Gold Diggers began performing at the football games at halftime. Nearly 10 years after its creation, the Gold Diggers began singing while in formation. Singing became their main focus in 1945 when the football team was sidelined due to World War II. The Gold Diggers came together during Christmas that year to record a few of their favorite songs to be sent to Texas boys overseas. We were lucky enough to talk to a gold digger who participated in the organization during this very time. Nancy Hamilton was a gold digger in 1945 and a communication major and continues as an active alumni member through volunteering at the UTEP Heritage House. She has also written a book on UTEP history.
Well, I was a member of a sorority. At that time, the social life of the campus was geared very much to sororities and fraternities. And the sorority required that we participate in at least 3 extracurricular activities. And Gold Diggers was one that seemed appealing. We wore white wool suits, a jacket and skirt, with an orange scarf at our neck. Our colors were orange and white because we were related to the University of Texas at Austin. And we carried those colors until the 1980s. But the skirts were extended to mid-calf and were rather narrow. So we didn't do any high kicking or anything like the Gold Diggers of recent times. We got 1 hour credit for a music course. And the person in charge of Gold Diggers was also the band director. His name was Senning. Our greatest adventure occurred on New Year's Day of 1947. In those times, the Sun Carnival Parade was held on New Year's Day. And it snowed for the Sun Carnival that year. And it was very cold, and the streets were full of snow and slush, and they had buses, heated buses for the bands. But we didn't have a bus, we had to march. And so the teacher told us he would give everybody an A who showed up for the parade, except he gave me a B at the end of the semester. But I didn't complain because it was just a 1 hour course and it didn't make that much difference to me for 1 hour. I got busy in journalism activities. I majored in journalism and I worked for the Prospector and ended up editing the humor magazine El Burro in my final year.
Today's Gold Diggers are very different from the era of Nancy Hamilton's Gold Diggers. For one thing, they don't sing. But what they do, and do well, is dance.
Oh, they're absolutely amazing because, you know, we didn't do anything except just march around. And now they do a lot of interesting things to pep up the crowd.
We spoke to their coach and choreographer, Becky Cano Salcido, to learn more about the present-day Gold Diggers.
We've done can-cans, we've done jazz, we've done hip-hop and all that jazz hop, which is what I call it. It's like a jazz hip-hop / routine, is what we do mostly for pep rallies and basketball games. But for the football games, it's based on whatever genre that they're playing during the halftime show. During the summer, we audition in April, we start in May, and we don't stop. We go until auditions again. So our last performance is in March, whenever the conferences are for basketball, and then we will continue on as soon as we pick up new dancers in April. We practice on turns, we practice on kicks, we practice on body alignment. Anything you would learn in a basic ballet class is what I've incorporated in the UTEP Gold Diggers. I push them to a level, we go at a fast pace. We're probably the only university in the whole United States, seriously, that will do up to 33 different routines in one season. I couldn't be prouder of my girls. I have captains who I absolutely love. I've mentored them to be choreographers and teachers. 90% of the routines are actually taught by my captains. They have to put in their own outside time. They work, they have to go to school full time. They have to have, a good overall GPA. So they're actually great role models.
The UTEP Gold Diggers history is long and colorful, and a UTEP tradition that we hope doesn't go away anytime soon.
Keep up the good work.